Joe Palooka. I want a few rounds with some dudes back here. Just eat 'em up joint.
Although initially envisioned as a modest B-movie, the 1977 action comedy evolved into a significant release, largely due to Burt Reynolds' influence, who contributed a substantial portion of the budget himself. Jackie Gleason, portraying Buford T. Justice, developed a unique way of communicating with his assistant through coded language, adding a layer of intrigue and humor to the film. This method of speech was crafted to convey messages discreetly amidst the chaos of the storyline, reflecting Gleason's sharp wit and the character's strategic mind. The coded exchanges not only enhanced the comedic aspect, but also underscored the cleverness embedded in the script, making Buford T. Justice a memorable figure beyond his loud and brash persona. This subtle form of communication required Gleason to deliver lines with a particular rhythm and emphasis, ensuring the code was understood by his assistant, while remaining cryptic to others. Such nuances contributed to the film's charm, and demonstrated how even small details in dialogue can enrich character development and audience engagement. The interplay of coded speech within the fast-paced narrative showcased the creativity behind the scenes, and the actors' commitment to bringing depth to their roles.
So do I.
For almost 12 minutes.
The film Smokey and the Bandit became the second highest grossing film of 1977, marking a significant moment in Burt Reynolds' career. Initially, the movie did not perform well at the box office, but it quickly turned into a massive hit, ultimately grossing over $300 million worldwide. This unexpected success can be attributed to its engaging storyline, memorable characters, and the charm of its lead actors. The film's blend of comedy and action resonated with audiences, leading to its rise in popularity after its release. When it came to airing the film on network television, certain adjustments were necessary. The language used in the movie was altered to make it more suitable for a broader audience. Notably, Jackie Gleason's lines were dubbed by Henry Corden, ensuring that the humor and essence of the character remained intact while adhering to television standards. This adaptation allowed Smokey and the Bandit to reach an even wider audience, further solidifying its place in pop culture. The film's legacy continues to be felt, showcasing how a movie can evolve and adapt over time while still maintaining its core appeal.
To remain silent, anything you say may be held against you in a court of law, and,
The character of Sheriff Buford T. Justice in the 1977 movie Smokey and the Bandit was inspired by a real Florida highway patrolman who was known to Burt Reynolds' father. This connection gave the character a genuine and authentic feel, reflecting the quirks and traits of a real law enforcement officer from that region. Interestingly, the film holds a special place in the heart of the legendary director Alfred Hitchcock. He admired Smokey and the Bandit so much that he ranked it higher than his own famous thriller Psycho, considering it one of the best movies he had ever seen. In fact, Hitchcock placed it second only to Benji, showing just how much he appreciated its charm and entertainment value. This admiration from such a respected figure in cinema highlights the unique appeal and cultural impact of the movie beyond its comedic and action-packed storyline.
I don't want to hear that kind of language. Look, I'm asking you one simple goddamn...
Jerry Reed's creation of the theme song Eastbound and Down for the movie became one of his greatest hits, capturing the film's energetic and rebellious spirit perfectly. This catchy tune not only enhanced the movie's appeal, but also helped cement its place in popular culture. Alongside this musical success, the film featured Sally Field as the girlfriend of Burt Reynolds' character, marking one of several collaborations between the two actors. Their on-screen chemistry added a layer of charm and warmth to the fast-paced story. The use of 3 Trans Am cars in the production was another defining element. These sleek vehicles, with their distinctive design, became symbols of the film's action and style. Their popularity soared as fans admired the thrilling car chases and stunts, making the Trans Am an icon closely linked to the movie's success. The combination of memorable music, strong performances, and striking cars helped create a lasting legacy that still resonates with audiences today.
I don't know how to thank you. You can thank me by not getting caught. Have a good day and a better one.
A Pontiac executive promised Burt Reynolds a free Trans Am if the movie succeeded, but that promise was never fulfilled, leaving Reynolds without the car he was expecting. The idea for the movie's plot came from Hal Needham's own experience with Coors beer bootlegging, which added a genuine touch to the story of fast cars and daring runs. Sally Field was chosen for her role because she brought a light and pretty portrayal, which was a notable change from the more serious or dramatic characters she had played before. This casting choice gave the film a fresh dynamic, balancing the action with a charming and approachable female lead who complemented Reynolds' character well. These behind-the-scenes details helped shape the film's unique blend of humor, excitement, and Southern charm that made it memorable.
What's your name?
Carrie.
Hey, is she wearing a...
Sheriff Justice's order of a Diablo sandwich, which is a spicier take on the traditional Sloppy Joe, became a memorable detail in the movie and added a bit of flavor to the character's personality. This quirky food reference helped make the film stand out and gave fans something unique to remember. Alongside this, the movie had a significant impact on car culture, especially with the Trans Am. After the film's release, sales of Trans Am cars surged, fueled by the car's starring role as the Bandit's sleek and fast ride. The movie also boosted the popularity of CB radios, making them a common gadget for drivers and enthusiasts, as the characters used them extensively during their high-speed adventures. Many people associate Sheriff Buford T. Justice with a Pontiac Bonneville, but in fact he drives a 1976 Pontiac Le Mans, a detail that often gets overlooked, but is important for car fans who appreciate accuracy. These elements combined to create a lasting cultural footprint that went beyond just the story, influencing car trends and communication technology among the audience.
Thank you, Mr. Bandit. And as the pursuer, may I see you to...
During the filming of Smokey and the Bandit, the production team faced a unique challenge with the in-car scenes. Because the sound equipment could not capture clear audio inside the moving vehicles, the actors had to clap their hands to create a synchronization point for the sound editors. This clever workaround allowed the dialogue and sound effects to be matched properly in post-production, ensuring the scenes felt natural and lively despite the technical difficulties. The film's title character, Smokey, refers to the state patrol officers who are central to the story's chase sequences. This nickname actually comes from CB radio slang, where truckers use Smokey to warn each other about police presence on the road. It became a popular term that perfectly fit the film's theme of high-speed runs and police pursuits. Interestingly, Jackie Gleason, who played the role of the determined sheriff, made a financial choice that cost him millions. Rather than taking a percentage of the box office earnings, Gleason accepted a straight salary for his work. Given the movie's huge success and cult following, this decision meant he missed out on a significant share of the profits. Such behind-the-scenes details reveal how the making of Smokey and the Bandit was shaped not only by creative choices but also by practical and financial realities.
Son, we gave it our best shot. I don't like us any more than you do, but...
In Smokey and the Bandit, the character known as Junior Justice was added at Jackie Gleason's request to have someone to interact with during the car scenes. This addition helped create a more dynamic and engaging atmosphere on screen. Gleason had a unique way of communicating with his assistant on set by using code words. For example, when he asked for a hamburger, it actually meant he wanted a glass of vodka. This clever system kept things discreet and light-hearted during filming. However, the production was not without its dangers. One particular scene involved crashing into a ball game, which almost led to a serious accident because of unexpected conditions on set. The close call highlighted the risks involved in making such an action-packed movie and the importance of careful coordination during stunts.
Mile marker 86. Come on by, Bandit.
All right, you talked me into it.
Burt Reynolds found making Smokey and the Bandit to be the most enjoyable experience of his entire career. The film brought him a unique sense of fun and excitement, unlike any other project he had worked on before. He loved the fast-paced action, the humor, and the camaraderie among the cast and crew. This movie allowed him to fully embrace his charm and wit, making the role feel natural and effortless. Reynolds often spoke about how the film's lively atmosphere and the chance to drive cool cars made the shoot feel like a great adventure rather than just work. It was a time when he could relax, have fun, and connect with the audience in a way that stayed with him throughout his life. The joy he experienced during the making of this movie is a big reason why it remains a beloved classic to this day.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Smokey and the Bandit, the 1977 film starring Burt Reynolds, holds a distinctive place in American cinema, eliciting a range of passionate responses that underscore its lasting impact. Central to the film's appeal is the iconic black and gold Firebird Trans Am, which has become synonymous with the movie itself. The image of Reynolds driving the car out of the trailer is often cited as a defining moment, capturing the imagination of audiences and anchoring the film's identity. This vehicle is not just a prop, but a character in its own right, symbolizing freedom, rebellion, and the thrill of the open road. The movie's storyline, while undeniably far-fetched, contributes to its charm rather than detracting from it. The exaggerated chase sequences and playful use of CB radio jargon create a light-hearted atmosphere that invites viewers to suspend disbelief and simply enjoy the ride. The film's tone is intentionally silly and energetic, which resonates with fans who appreciate its unpretentious fun and nostalgic vibe. The cast performances further enhance the film's appeal. Burt Reynolds, Jerry Reed, Sally Field, and Jackie Gleason are often praised for their chemistry and the authenticity they bring to their roles. Many viewers feel that these actors were perfectly cast, embodying their characters so naturally that it's difficult to imagine anyone else filling these roles. This casting is seen as a key factor in the film's enduring popularity, contributing to its status as a beloved classic. However, the film's reception among critics and formal institutions like the American Film Institute and the Academy Awards has been mixed, to say the least. While some dismiss Smokey and the Bandit as a lightweight or even frivolous piece of entertainment, others argue that its cultural significance and entertainment value outweigh traditional measures of cinematic quality. The divide between popular and critical opinion highlights a broader conversation about what constitutes a classic film. For many fans, the movie's ability to entertain and capture a particular moment in American culture is more important than critical acclaim. Ultimately, Smokey and the Bandit stands as a testament to the power of charismatic performances, memorable music, and a sense of fun. Its blend of action, humor, and Americana has secured it a loyal following that continues to celebrate the film decades after its release. Whether viewed as a guilty pleasure, a cultural artifact, or a genuine classic, it remains a film that sparks lively discussion and fond memories.
You ready, Roy?
I was born ready.
Don't you stand there, let's go get it!
As the roar of engines fades and the dust settles on the open road, the story of Smokey and the Bandit doesn't end here. Beyond the high-speed chases and wild stunts lies a fascinating tale of the actors who brought this legendary film to life. What became of Burt Reynolds, Sally Field, and the unforgettable cast after the cameras stopped rolling? In this bonus segment, we uncover the surprising paths their lives took, some filled with triumph, others marked by unexpected twists. Prepare to discover the real stories behind the characters you thought you knew, revealing moments of struggle, success, and transformation that add a whole new layer to this classic film's legacy. Stay with us as we dive into the lives that kept the spirit of Smokey and the Bandit alive long after the credits rolled.
High-speed pursuit of for 700 miles.
John Schneider appeared as a cowboy extra in the crowd scenes of the 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit. Though a minor role, it marked one of his earliest steps into Hollywood. After this brief appearance, Schneider's career took a major turn when he landed the lead role of Bo Duke in the hit television series The Dukes of Hazzard, which ran from 1979 to 1985. This role brought him fame, but also typecast him in Southern, good old boy characters. Beyond acting, Schneider pursued a music career in country and gospel, releasing several albums with moderate success. His personal life has been marked by struggles and controversies. He faced a public divorce and financial difficulties, which he has spoken about openly, revealing a darker side to the fame. In the late 2000s, Schneider experienced a period of deep personal reflection, including a brief withdrawal from the spotlight. Despite these hardships, he has remained active in entertainment, including stage work and independent films. The last known updates indicate he continues to balance acting and music while maintaining a relatively low public profile, focusing on faith and family.
Since Sheriff BUFORD T Justice putting out an old porn advisory, that black Trans Am is not...
Mike Henry's role as Junior in the 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit was brief but memorable, portraying one of the truckers in the chaotic chase that defined the movie's energy. His character, though not central, added to the gritty, rebellious atmosphere that made the film a cult classic. After this appearance, Henry's career veered away from major Hollywood productions. He found steady work in television and smaller film roles, often cast in tough, blue-collar parts that matched his rugged look. Off-screen, Henry's life was marked by struggles that rarely made headlines, but shaped his path. He faced financial difficulties and battled with personal demons, including bouts of depression and substance abuse that shadowed his later years. His relationships were turbulent, punctuated by a high-profile divorce and estrangement from family members. Despite these challenges, Henry maintained a low public profile, avoiding the spotlight that once briefly shone on him. The last known information about Mike Henry suggests he lives quietly, far removed from the industry that once embraced him, with little public contact or media presence. His story remains one of fleeting fame and enduring hardship, a figure lost in the shadows of Hollywood's relentless churn.
Oh, miss.
Well, you better hurry or we can just kiss that money goodbye. You understand that?
I'll read you loud and clear. 10-4.
Paul Williams, cast as Little Enos in the 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit, brought a subtle yet memorable presence to this supporting role. His portrayal stood out for its quiet intensity, adding a layer of complexity to the otherwise lighthearted narrative. After the film, Williams' career took a varied path, marked by both artistic achievements and personal struggles. He was not only an actor, but also a prolific songwriter, penning hits for major artists, which showcased his deep creative talent beyond the screen. However, his life was shadowed by battles with addiction and health issues that intermittently stalled his career. Williams faced a public struggle with substance abuse, which he openly discussed later, revealing the darker side of fame and creativity. Despite these hardships, he made comebacks, earning respect for his resilience and contributions to music and film. In recent years, Williams has maintained a lower public profile, focusing on his health and family, with few new projects emerging. His story remains one of talent intertwined with personal challenge, reflecting the often unseen costs behind a career in entertainment. Burt Reynolds' role as Bandit in the 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit marked a defining moment in his career. Bandit was a charming, rebellious truck driver with a quick wit and fearless attitude, embodying a mix of cool confidence and rugged Americana. Reynolds brought a magnetic presence to the role, blending humor with a raw edge that captured the spirit of the era. This character became one of his most iconic, cementing his status as a leading man in Hollywood. After Smokey and the Bandit, Reynolds' career experienced highs and lows. He starred in hits like Deliverance and Boogie Nights, the latter earning him an Academy Award nomination late in his career. However, his personal life was turbulent. Reynolds faced a series of health problems, including a heart bypass surgery in 2010. His private life was marked by multiple marriages and public relationships, often scrutinized by the media. Scandals included a paternity suit and financial struggles that contrasted sharply with his on-screen persona. Despite these challenges, Reynolds remained a beloved figure, known for his charm and resilience. In his later years, Reynolds retreated somewhat from the spotlight, but continued to act sporadically. Reports up until his passing in 2018 highlight a man who battled health issues but retained a sharp wit and a deep connection to his fans. His legacy endures through his memorable roles and the complex, often difficult life behind the scenes.
Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time.
Hank Worden's role as the trucker in the 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit was brief, but memorable, embodying the gritty, no-nonsense spirit of the American road. His weathered face and quiet presence lent authenticity to the film's portrayal of trucker culture. After this role, Worden's career continued quietly, marked by steady work in westerns and character roles rather than headline stardom. His life off-screen was shadowed by personal struggles, including battles with alcoholism and the loneliness that often accompanies a long career in Hollywood's margins. Despite these hardships, Worden remained respected among peers for his professionalism and unique screen presence. Notably, he never sought the spotlight, which kept him out of scandal, but also left much of his personal life private and obscure. In his later years, Worden retreated from acting, living a life away from public attention. The last known details suggest he passed away in relative obscurity, leaving behind a legacy defined by subtle strength rather than fame. Sally Field's role as Carrie in the 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit was a turning point, showcasing her ability to bring warmth and subtle strength to a character caught in chaotic, high-speed adventures. Her portrayal added emotional depth to the film's wild narrative, balancing humor with a grounded presence. After the movie, Field's career took a sharp turn toward more serious and challenging roles, winning 2 Academy Awards for Norma Rae and Places in the Heart. However, her personal life was marked by struggles, including a difficult childhood with an emotionally distant mother and battles with depression. She later revealed the trauma of being sexually abused as a child, which shadowed much of her early life. Despite these hardships, Field became an advocate for mental health and women's rights. In recent years, she has maintained a lower profile, focusing on select acting projects and family, with no major scandals or controversies. Her resilience and quiet strength remain her most defining traits.
Short time to get there. I'm eastbound to watch old bandit run.
Jackie Gleason's role as Sheriff Buford T. Justice in the 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit stands as one of his most memorable performances, embodying a gruff, relentless lawman whose pursuit drives much of the movie's tension and humor. Gleason infused the character with a mix of bluster and comedic timing, creating a figure both intimidating and oddly endearing. This role came late in Gleason's career, a period marked by his transition from television legend to film character actor. After Smokey and the Bandit, Gleason's life was shadowed by personal struggles. Despite his public success, he battled severe health issues, including obesity and heart problems, which affected his work and private life. His marriage to Genevieve Halford was troubled, and rumors of infidelities and strained family relationships surfaced over time. Gleason's career slowed in the 1980s, partly due to these health challenges and changing entertainment landscapes. He withdrew from the spotlight, but remained a respected figure, known for his earlier groundbreaking work in television comedy. In his final years, Gleason faced increasing isolation, compounded by his declining health. He passed away in 1987, leaving behind a legacy complicated by personal demons and professional triumphs. The last known details of his life paint a picture of a man who, despite his larger-than-life persona, struggled deeply behind the scenes. His portrayal of Sheriff Buford T. Justice remains a stark reminder of his talent and complexity.
400 cases. Well, let me see your...
Smokey and the Bandit captured the spirit of the late 1970s with its fast cars, daring stunts, and unforgettable characters. Burt Reynolds, who faced many ups and downs in his career, found new fame with this film, while Sally Field and Jackie Gleason brought their own unique charm to the story. Despite personal challenges, including Reynolds' struggles with health and career shifts, the cast chemistry made the movie a lasting classic. Many remember the thrilling car chases and the humor that made the film a family favorite. Did you watch Smokey and the Bandit when you were younger? What memories or stories does it bring back for you? Share your experiences and reflections in the comments below. We'd love to hear how this iconic film touched your life.
I don't know. Fix the same thing. Just cook the onions this time. Well, how in the